What can I say? It's going to be a doozy. Our own generator is currently supplying electricity at a capacity of 70%, so please, don't use any more than you need.
Sarge, can we flush the toilets?
Yes. Lieutenant Cayetano is coordinating a specific duty roster for the duration of the blackout. Item 2, assignments. Detectives LaRue, Washington, and Belker only are excused from blackout-related duties to continue investigation of Monday's multiple homicide at the Starlight Lounge and last night's similar mayhem at the Elbow Room on Hampton. While the rest of you attended the multitude of problems caused by the power failure, do remain alert to such street discourse as may pertain to those events. Item last, a personal indulgence, people. Monmouth Riding Stables on Decker Heights reports an early morning theft. Their alarm wasn't working. Missing one light tan all-leather bridle with matching reins, one multicolored saddle blanket of 100% wool, and one 7-year-old Pinto gelding answering to the name of Butch. Now, you're not to spend valuable time combing the city for this equine, but if you were to happen upon Butch in the course of your daily round, that, of course, would be a horse of another color. Okay, folks, let's roll. And remember, it's a difficult day, so let's be extra careful out there.
Let's forget this one. Belker. Move, pit rats! Sit!
Name?
James.
Harry?
No, Dorsey.
Belker. I know, Ma, everybody's electricity is out. They don't know. Maybe soon. Just stay indoors and take it easy, that's all. Ma. It is not going to be 120 degrees. Maybe it'll be 95. You'll close the doors and windows and you'll be fine. I really gotta go. I got a perp sitting here. I got a fresh multiple homicide. Okay, I will check with you every hour, I promise. Well, I love you too. Goodbye.
Really like this tough on the old folks, huh?
You keep out of it.
But she still got cold water. Yeah, gets too hot, she fill up the tub and sit in it.
Hello, Ma.
We have a 911. Armed robbery in progress. See surplus store, corner Peebles Drive, 124th Street.
There was no meltdown. Just a couple of power company transformers went out. No, it's nothing like... Howard, do you...
What's the address?
Lieutenant Hunter,
Lieutenant Goldblum, Hill Street.
I assure you, sir, this has nothing to do
All
with
right,
the
ma'am.
unthinkable.
Somebody will be there right away.
Location, the elevator.
Leo, looting in progress. I believe Reuben and McElroy are close.
Hey, the streets out there. A parking lot for about a 10-block radius. Don't we have somebody in traffic control?
They're on their way. They just got their assignments. There are some people waiting in your office.
Representing?
A neighborhood citizens group and the West Side Gay Rights Committee.
Did we have to put them together?
Where else would you have they put them?
I'm sorry. You all right?
I was up all night.
Location, the elevator.
Doctor says it's a kidney stone.
You want to go home?
On a day like this, besides, nothing will help. All I can do is wait for it to pass. Excuse me, Frank.
Any access to below?
Henry, anything in the mug books?
No, Neil and Jude here at the hospital going through them with the ones that were wounded.
Good.
Let me guess. The Sergeant's manual.
Yeah, so what?
You're gonna go blind. It's only an exam, Luce.
It's only an exam. Did you ever hear of career?
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
Fine. You be the grasshopper and I'll be the ant.
You be the what?
I'll be the ant who stores food so that he has plenty of food for the winter, and you'll be the grasshopper who plays and never has any food when winter comes.
Was that a joke?
It's not a joke.
It's not funny.
It's not supposed to be funny. It's not a joke. It's a lesson. It's a parable.
Oh, now you're getting religious on me?
Joe, there's a horse tied to a lamppost right there.
What, another parable, the horse and the lamppost?
Look, there's a horse. Let's go.
Are you sure Sarge meant this one?
I don't know. I think we're going to have to send in hoof prints to FBI headquarters.
Hasta luego, amigo! Remember to send the voucher directly to a studio.
Excuse me.
Hey, you.
Excuse me. What do you know about this horse over here?
How should I know anything about a horse? Hey, slow down, amigo. We're trying to...
He's got a gun.
What's the matter with
Right
you?
there.
Up against the wall. Can't you see it's just a prop? This is a mistake. The horse is my trusted companion. I can prove it. Diablo! Diablo! Stamp your front hoof 3 times.
Are you supposed to be... You are somebody. You should... Who are you supposed to be?
Diablo! Untie the reins with your teeth.
You have the right
Wait a
to
second.
remain silent.
What's the matter with
You have the
you?
right to remain silent. Anything
This
you
is a
say,
tape.
stand and
It's
will be held
a
against you in a
Cisco
court of
kid.
law.
It's a Cisco kid. That's
Muy bien.
it.
Call my agent. He can explain everything.
You're
If you
right.
so desire cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed.
Yo, Art.
J.D., Neil.
Hey, what's going on, Arturo? They bring you in for the blackout?
Yeah. Listen, how's it going with that gay thing? Any luck?
Dry well, man. Nothing on forensics.
Witnesses?
0 on the mugshots.
Did you work the first shooting? I thought the night shift guy was Andy Gerard.
Hi, Art. Mick. Look,
Can I talk to you guys? Somewhere private.
I was in that bar this morning. I saw him. I recognized him. His name's Vincent. First name's Vincent.
What were you doing there, Art?
Same thing I was doing 2 weeks ago when I met him. Trying to meet a guy.
Look, Art.
Here's an apartment number. If he's not there, try the Crayfish. I met him at the Crayfish on 34th. Dark hair, medium build, mid-30s, kind of sharp chin. Here. Take it.
You should take this to the captain.
You can't. Listen, just say I was an anonymous informant. I'll go outside. I'll put a dime in the payphone.
Come on, Art. If you're anonymous, we can't get a search warrant.
But you can pick him up. You can question him, pick him up, sweat him. He'll crack, I promise.
Come on. I thought you were a better cop than this.
Damn it, Mick. 2 medals of valor in 13 years. Is that bad? I came to you guys for help. I got a wife at home. I got 3 kids. Neil. J.D., how long we worked Vice? 3 years? Hell, I covered you guys a couple of times. Hell, more than a couple.
Hey, Art, we covered each other, huh?
Please! Guys, I'm staring into a pit.
Wait outside for a minute, will you? Go on. You believe it? Art Bradley.
Maybe we do owe him, J.D. Least weighs enough to give him half a chance.
We came on the force together. I like this guy. I feel sorry for him. Me too. I just don't believe it. Ah, hell. We'll pick him up. No promises after that. You mind telling us your whereabouts last night, Vincent?
Sure, I was at home. Hey, what's all this about? Is this about those queer killings?
Anyone with you at home last night, Vincent?
What are you inferring by that?
Hey, what were you doing in that bar just now?
Hey, I told you guys. I'm a graphic designer. A client wanted me to meet him there.
What's the client's name?
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not queer now.
What are you saying? You never frequent that bar?
Vincent, we know you frequent the Crayfish. To hell with you. To hell with this.
get this conversation down to a civilized level.
This man is a crook.
See, I do nothing. It's these people.
We need ice for our food. He won't sell it.
I sell you ice. $10.
I swear, Bobby, just once in my law enforcement career, I would like to encounter a situation where my native tongue is an advantage.
Okay, let's get this situation straight. You want to buy some ice.
Yes.
And this man won't sell it to you.
I sell ice. $10.
No, but you know
I sell it for yesterday.
It's not yesterday, it's today. I need ice for keep my food.
Why can't you sell these people one bag of ice at a regular price?
No! I need every ice.
All right, you people, you stop this swallowing. It's just too hot. Now, you listen to me, friend. Profiteering is against the law in this state. You could get sent up for 15 years. So I suggest you sell ice for what ice is supposed to cost. Now, this man has a store to run. And according to the state penal code, provision 2301-A, in the event of a power failure, if you should need to purchase ice from a store owner, you must also purchase a portion of the food that ice was meant to protect. Therefore, you get yourself a bag of ice and you get yourself a pound of meat. Is that perfectly clear? All right, now I don't want to hear one more word out of any of you. Come on, Bobby. I swear you just have to know how to deal with these people. You have to come with your strong suit, which is that you're smarter than they are.
Whatever you say, Wrinkle.
Unit 2202, proceed to 9000 block of North Park Avenue. Abandoned.
Interrogation 1. Some guy who thinks he's the Cisco Kid or something.
Here are kids.
Captain?
We got a live one on the bar massacre. Vincent Kirby, unemployed graphic illustrator with more than a few kinks.
Off a stitch?
No, phone tip. Caller said he was a friend of Kirby's. Described him like one of those psycho cryptos who all of a sudden pops his cork. And we picked him up in a gay bar.
All right, let's put him in a lineup. Get his history. Priors, anything corroborative. Send his picture over to the wounded at the hospital and see Ray about a search warrant for his apartment.
We may have a little problem there, Captain. Tips to call from a payphone. Wouldn't leave his name.
All we have on this suspect is an anonymous phone tip? Yeah, I'd say we have a little problem, J.D. Like, forget the search warrant.
Captain, look, I know we don't have much, but I get a real sick feeling off of this guy. Can't we at least try for a warrant on his crib?
All right, let's try. See what we get out of the lineup. But remember something, both of you. I want to be apprised of all developments in this case, and that includes anonymous phone calls.
You got it, Captain.
The studio told me the horse was rented for today. How was I to know the shooting schedule had been changed to Friday?
The fact that horse theft is not usually associated with hardcore urban crime, and that the animal was not mistreated by you in any way, could get us a dismissal, provided we get a judge with a sense of humor.
They took away my spurs. I am financially responsible for my spurs. Do you think it's easy working in television?
Also, it would be advisable to downplay the wardrobe. It's never good to go into court as the Cisco Kid.
I am not the Cisco Kid. That is a fictional character. I am an actor, Duncan Rinaldo. I created the role.
Alan Branford, 1906 Freedman Street. Apartment 12 over the last 5 years, a.k.a. Jack Webb, a.k.a. George Reeves, a.k.a. Robert Young, a.k.a. large-scale storm. Detained half a dozen times as a public nuisance.
Senorita, when did your family get a television set? The very first one?
Mid-50s.
You would sneak out of bed to watch Texaco Star Theater from the hallway?
Tom Corbett, and it was the top of the stairs. Mr. Branford, hear me on the subject of your conduct in court. Extravagant behavior could jeopardize a dismissal. It could also buy a court recommendation that some doctors look at you.
In the 50s, after the day's filming, we would drive our Studebakers out to Nicholas Canyon Beach. Which is today called Leo Carrillo Beach, and drink margaritas as the sun set.
Hey, Lieutenant, did you pass your stone?
No, why?
Oh, no, I was just asking.
Is there a rule as to what time I would pass it?
I don't think so.
Am I approaching the time you bet in the pool?
Yeah.
Leo!
Huh? Me?
It's my co-star, Leo Carrillo. Amigo. It's good to see you again.
I don't know you. I have never met you in my life.
Leo. Pancho.
If this is somebody's idea of a joke, I am not amused.
The man gets a beach in California named after him. Forgets he was just comic relief.
Counselor, a moment. I think I may have come up with an arrangement that'll solve the situation.
That's him? That's the guy?
This is Mr. Comstock from Monmouth Riding Stables. Now, he understands our need to keep officers on the street during the blackout, so he has agreed not to press charges in return for an apology and proper compensation.
That's $12 an hour. It was 5 hours. $60.
I think that's reasonable.
You mean... and then I could go?
That's right.
Because I am Duncan Rinaldo, who is a gentleman first, I am sorry for any inconvenience caused by this misunderstanding, which was due only to the incompetence of a production manager anyway. As for the horse, it is the studio's responsibility to pay. Adios.
Why don't you pay, Mr. Ronaldo? I'm sure this studio will reimburse you.
Take a check.
Look carefully, gentlemen, not just at the faces, but the way they stand, the way they move.
Number 2.
Art? Phone's being used.
Oh, sorry, Frank.
Number 3.
It was just too dark. The one on the end is the right height, but that's all.
Number 4.
I can't tell. I just couldn't see.
Maybe you can move the process along even faster if you brought in a few short order cooks.
Counselor, there were no PDs available. We've had a rash of lawbreakers around here, and half your office was stuck in a traffic jam.
And you should have delayed the lineup. What are you doing with him?
Well, we'll bring him back downstairs.
May I ask why when 5 eyewitnesses failed to identify him?
We ran a name check. He's been in the puzzle house twice for evaluation, and he has a prior for lascivious carriage.
Lascivious carriage, I'm shocked.
Plus, we received a tip on him.
Ah, the mysterious phone caller. Maybe he'll get back to us about who bombed the Hindenburg.
Excuse me, Miss Davenport. Frank, I've been on the phone with the judge for 15 minutes. No way I will get in a warrant on Kirby's place.
I'm due in court. When I get back, I want Kirby charged or gone.
Captain. You're not kicking him loose, are you?
It's under serious consideration.
Well, we gotta have more time.
What for? There's gonna be no warrant issued. The lineup was a 0.
We want to go talk to his neighbors.
That's no reason to hold him.
Lean with us a little on this, will you, Captain?
Why?
Well, we don't have all the mug book results yet from the victims down at County. One of the guys was still in surgery.
Guys got priors, Captain.
Talk to the neighbors. Right away.
Hey, I mean it, J.D. Somebody IDs the guy, that's one thing, but what we're doing now is lame.
In for a buck, in for a bundle, Mick. Either we help Art Bradley or we don't.
I like him too, John, but he's a cop. He's got responsibilities.
Hey, there he is. Right over there, J.D.
Uh-huh.
Gentlemen!
Hey, Willie, my man, what do you say, huh? Hey.
Hey, you know I ain't pulled a B&E since the day you busted me.
That's real good, Willie.
You want to look inside my coat, don't you?
No, Willie, I want you to jump up and down for me. I'll tell you what, I'll jump with you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, this is fun, huh? Jump higher. It's exercise, huh? Come on. Oh.
What's the matter? Ain't you guys ever seen 5 people in love?
In a schoolyard only a block away, huh?
Hey, you boys are rough. First you bust me for the thing I'm good at. Now you won't let me pick up a few nickels.
Willie, you can keep your pictures. And you can buy yourself an awful lot of future goodwill.
How's that?
By doing what you're good at?
You want me to break into someplace?
Yeah, a room on 88th.
Look for an assault rifle. Don't get any prints on it.
Guys, excuse me. Excuse us. Would you please come here? Stay. This is wrong. I'm out.
Hey, come on, Mick. Not now, man.
I said I'm out. That's just great. Hey, on behalf of Art Bradley and his entire family, thanks a hell of a lot.
Hey, that's great. Your old man's hinky. Well, I'm hinky, too.
No room for you to be hinky, Willie. Sorry about that.
And we want you to make a whole lot of noise so the super can hear you, okay? Then we'll show up.
Hey, but I could go to jail.
Well, not if you don't get Miranda, you can't.
Sometimes we forget.
Whatever happens, you're deaf and dumb. You got it?
Yeah.
An hour.
Tops.
Cops and robbers, babe. Cops and robbers.
Yeah! Come on! Yeah, mama! Hey! Come on! Come on! Come on down here! Come on! Yeah! All right! Hey, buddy! You're gonna have to get out of the street! God bless you, officer! You're gonna have to get out of the street! Rico, you're responsible. You're gonna get up. I tell you, I saw this morning the whole city goes back. It's all about what has that got to do with it? My whole thing. Oh, that woman. boy, get up on that curb and go off this street right now.
Hey! I am buck naked!
Yeah, this is Unit 2203 requesting immediate backup. We have a 407 in progress at Decker and 117.
Roger.
You want to wait?
No.
Just a suggestion.
Come on, they got the stuff in their head.
Okay, up against the water footing. Put the stuff down on the ground. I don't have to tell you more than once.
Forget you! Yeah, what you gonna do, shoot up?
Don't do anything stupid. Nobody has to get hurt.
Yeah, you got that right. Hey, you just drive away.
This is our business.
Hey, the hell it is. Just because it's a power failure doesn't mean the laws are canceled.
Yeah, they're canceled. What are you gonna do about it?
You ain't gonna do that.
Should we go after him or what? I mean, which way did he go?
I don't know, but I'd sure like to thank him.
We got it. The weapon and those bar murders.
Incredible. We show up for a little Q&A at the suspect's building. The super here comes running out. Tells us somebody's ripping off Kirby's apartment.
Get it to ballistics. Get prints and run the numbers. Tell him his priority on everything. Okay? Hey, let's get his prints for a cross-check, huh?
Take a seat, jerk-face. Looks like our luck's changing, Captain. All the looting, this guy's pulling a job in Kirby's apartment. Steals his rifle.
I heard these noises upstairs, and I knew the cops were in the building. So when I saw the guy on the stairs, I grabbed him, and I started yelling.
This mean we get the whole Kirby, Captain?
Ballistics? Already working.
I want to know as soon as we have results.
Henry, what is Miss Davenport? They arrested that stupid cowboy again in the Heights.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I've been better.
What can I do for you?
Get a divorce and marry me? Frank, I wanted so much to have natural childbirth. You know, Paul Grogan doesn't want to be seen with me, so I don't have a delivery partner, and I'm really beginning to think the whole thing's a horrible mistake.
Oh, you've come this far.
No, really, Frank. I'm afraid that something terrible is going to happen. I just don't want to be alone right now.
If you're looking for a surrogate partner, Faye, I just can't be that for you right now.
I wasn't going to ask.
I'm sorry.
Can I have a glass of water?
Oh, sure. Just a minute, Owen.
Just a minute, Irwin.
A lot of generations have come into the world without natural childbirth.
Yeah, and look at us. All I wanted was to be awake this time. It was going to be my last baby. I just wanted to know what it was like.
I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Thanks, Henry.
What's the matter?
Oh, you know how moody pregnant women are. It's nothing.
Say.
I wanted to have natural childbirth with my baby.
They won't let you take the training without a partner? As I recall, it doesn't have to be the real father, just as long as it's somebody...
I know.
Well, I'm somebody.
You?
Did it with Annie. It was a great experience. I always wanted to do it again.
Honestly?
Sure, I'd love it.
Oh, Henry Goldblum. Ah. Oh.
Right.
Give him priority.
We got a matchup on the Uzi, Captain. Kirby's our man.
Fabulous. We got him.
Okay. Good work.
Excuse me, gentlemen. My latest client informs me your detectives failed to Mirandize him both on arrest and subsequently.
Who did?
LaRue in Washington. Report is as good as on the street.
You forgot?
I thought Neil did it.
Sorry, Captain.
And just so you know, I'm getting Willie a new attorney. I don't want a conflict with my defense of Vincent Kirby.
What does that mean?
I believe Laporte is ultimately going to be charged with felonious conspiracy and collusion with regard to his acquisition of Mr. Kirby's weapon.
News to me, Joyce.
That'll be my contention at Mr. Kirby's trial. I'm going to get an exclusion on every piece of evidence Laporte stole for you.
Hey, he didn't steal anything for us. He got busted because the super heard him breaking in.
By two cops who couldn't even get a warrant. Think you can sell the coincidence, Irwin?
They happened.
Try to sound that convinced at the trial.
Where are you going, Irwin? Calling my boss.
You were the officers on two of Laporta's priors. Laporta just happens to be burglarizing the apartment of a murder suspect. You just happen to be downstairs talking to a couple of neighbors.
Captain, we thought that...
We get a piece of evidence that nails the suspect to the floor. A piece of evidence we wouldn't have except for the break-in. But Laporta walks because you forget to read him his rights.
Hey, it was an oversight.
It stinks. I don't believe it. You two aren't lazy cops, and until now I didn't think you were stupid. What the hell's going on?
Excuse me, Captain. I'm just back from county. Negative on the last guy that could have ID'd Kirby.
It's Kirby's rifle that did the killings.
Great.
But there's an A1 chance we might lose the gun as evidence because of the dicey way it was acquired.
DA says...
Excuse me, Irwin.
He says somewhere down the road the gun is sure to be excluded. What the hell's the matter with you?
Hey, kiss my butt, Bernstein.
I want full statements from both of you. Every detail of your involvement with the arrest of Willie Laporta.
You got our reports, Captain.
I want them signed. I want them sworn. I don't know what the hell else is at stake here, but it better be worth your badges.
Hey, Captain.
30 minutes, both signatures.
The guy's a nut. Release. Put him under high profile... Wait a minute. Put him under high profile...
I'm not gonna release.
Maybe he'll crack. What do you think you're gonna do?
Let me get my detective statements.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mick.
Don't talk to me.
We're in deep sewage, Neil.
What we did's a felony, babe. Lying about it's a felony, too.
Man, if we could only count on Willie Laporta to do the right thing and give the right story.
It's still a perjury, babe. Him and us.
All the falls I could have taken in my career, I'm gonna buy it for Art Bradley.
Minute for me, Frank?
Sure.
I understand you got some detectives writing statements.
And?
Why do you need statements from them?
With all due respect, Art, that's not a question you get to ask.
It seems like we're treating them like some kind of wrong guys.
You're out of line. Your assignment was the power outage.
Frank, I got reason to know that they're correct. They popped the correct guy.
How do you know?
A friend of mine was there. He saw the shooting. These guys are just trying to help him out.
Your friend?
Well?
Help him out how?
He's a cop. He's homosexual. He can't come forward.
That's why J.D. and Neil...
My friend begged him not to use his name. Don't bust him for trying to help.
All right. Your friend has to come forward.
He can't.
He has to.
He's got a wife. Family.
All right.
I was at the bar. Kirby came in and he never even saw me. He went into the bathroom.
And when he came out, just started shooting. People were screaming, dying. A gun was in the car. I ran after him. I ran to my car to get my weapon. But he was gone. I left.
Captain, would you like to explain the situation?
I think Art's doing that.
Frank, this case is made on ballistics. The guy's print is on the piece. Let J.D. and Neil just testify that they recovered the gun after a burglary. A day like today, power outage, must be 1,000,000 burglaries.
They're out of it. I'm not going to let them testify. I'm not going to use anything they brought in. I'm sure as hell not going to let that guy go.
I can't do it.
Can't do what? Can't testify against a murderer? Sign a complaint to keep a murderer off the streets? You do it, Art, or I will. I'll sign the complaint. I'll name you the witness.
I'll deny I said anything to you.
I don't have any motive for lying, Art. It's going to come out. It ought to come from you.
Miss Davenport, I understand your clients committed this offense twice today. Nevertheless, I feel tempted to let the court get on to more serious business on these conditions.
The studio told me I was to be the next Gilbert Roland. And then they put me in a jungle picture. That was a crime.
Your Honor, we'd be willing to comply with anything the court has in mind.
I'd like the accused to promise that he'll never take another horse he hasn't rented, bought, or taken in trade.
I was robbed in syndication. I also got nothing for the cap pistols or the autographed lunch pails. All right. I promise.
Adjourned with contemplation of dismissal. Bailiff?
Docket number 0709.
How did it go? You know the opening narration when the Cisco Kid was riding through the desert? Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear.
That was the Lone Ranger.
Well, that's right. That's right.
Your Honor, you should note a minor readjustment of document.
It hurts me to see you this way, Pancho. Maybe someday you'll get another series. Adios, amigo.
Docket number 07095, Your Honor. Vincent James Kirby. 3 counts of 499 in the Penal Code, murder in the first degree. The complainant is Francis X. Perillo. Defendant is on for arraignment in bail setting. Representation is provided by the Public Defender's Office.
What the hell's
Defendant's counsel.
We don't need him for arraignment, are we?
We need him for trial. What the hell's the point of Tie my hands and feet. You make me work with my hands tied.
Bail application, Miss Davenport?
I'd suggest a very low bail, Your Honor. Mr. Kirby would be crazy to go anywhere, given the state's case.
We believe we have the right man, Your Honor. We'd ask.
Do you believe you have any evidence?
Yes, certainly do.
Anything you can use?
Your Honor, we are not in discovery here. Now, we have a signed complaint.
Yes, signed by Captain Furlow, who was told by Detective Bradley, a hearsay witness.
Perfectly acceptable for the present proceeding, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Bernstein, but now we're at the question of bail. Can you be a little more quiet?
Who are they saying saw me?
Be quiet.
Are they accusing me of homosexuality? Is that what this is turning into?
Mr. Kirby, I'm trying to determine whether you should receive bailment, and if so, to determine the amount. Now, please, keep still.
One question, Your Honor. One question. Is this society become a breeding ground for perversion? Is that the instruction we're under?
Be still now, let me get this settled. Mr. Bernstein, 6 people are dead. My inclination is toward high bail or remand. On the other hand, I'm hearing allegations here that the state's case is without substance. Can you give me some broad indication?
Our case is our case, Your Honor.
A hearsay.
I demand to know who saw me.
Now, I said be still, sir.
I'll sign the complaint, Your Honor.
You are?
Detective Arthur Bradley, Hill Street Station. And I was there.
Who's that? Some faggot.
Yeah, the one who's sending you away.
Held without bail. 72-hour return date.
The court will now take a 15-minute recess at the request of Judge Cole. All those present are asked to leave out their car.
All right. Thanks.
That's the case.
Look, why don't you try to take this one step at a time? The worst may be over.
Come on, Frank. I'm finished.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. You're protected by civil law, by department policy. Or...
I'll always find some way to get rid of someone like me.
Don't presume other people's judgments.
I've seen a lot of judgment in my time on the force, Frank. Fag walks into a bar. Fag walks into a beauty salon. Jokes my friends used to tell. My buddies. Jokes I told myself.
I think maybe you're overreacting.
Tell it to my wife. Tell it to my children. I've got a 14-year-old boy going after football, Frank. Excuse me.
Although electric power has been restored to most of the city, still areas being affected by
What are you going to do about your detectives?
Deputy Commissioner Ralph Popping.
Well,